With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin. The Barnstable School Committee met Tuesday night. School Superintendent Dr. Mary Schakowsky began with a discussion about Barnstable's participation in the National Institute for School Leadership program.
First of all, today was our first day for our NISL kickoff. NISL stands for the National Institute for School Leaders program, and it's the first cohort on Cape Cod that is going to be hosted by the Barnstable Public Schools. And we have a total of 27 educators from Barnstable, which includes myself and Marie McKay, the assistant superintendent, as well as our principals, some aspiring leaders, our house masters, as well as our curriculum coordinators and our BTA, Barnstable Teachers Association Union president. This program is an 18-month program. It's a leadership program that's going to be funded by Race to the Top money, and it's one of the projects listed in Race to the Top. And last night, I was pleased that we were able to have Margot and Stephanie join us for a dinner last night with two of our facilitators, Janet Strauss and Tony Nebbs, and the founder and president of NISL, Bob Hughes. Also, I just want to thank, and I know some of you, because your work schedules didn't permit you to, but we were fortunate enough this morning to have Patrick and Margot and Stephanie join us for the kickoff. So basically, during these 18 months, we'll be engaged in approximately 13 units of work around instructional leadership, standards-based instruction, some of the educational challenges we face in competing amongst some countries globally, and also using data to improve our schools for all of our students. But it's a great way to build capacity as leaders and to have time. A lot of times as leaders we don't have the time. This is a commitment of 2 days per month over the next 18 months, in addition to our regular work study and school leadership. But for example, tonight we're all going home with a homework assignment to read the Singapore case study that we'll be discussing tomorrow during our class. So it's a great leadership program and a great opportunity to sort of come together as educators to focus on instructional leadership.
Then the school committee heard a presentation regarding MCAS. School committee chair Patrick Butler responds to the presentation.
So I just want to be clear for the public. When we're looking at that student enrollment in advanced placement, what we're seeing there is at least or almost 300 students every year are challenging themselves at Barnstable High School with college level courses.
That is correct. So the second number below, let's say the 297, are the number. So those 297 or 300 students took 470 exams. So obviously you have students taking more than one.
I think later in the meeting we get to talk about the results of those exams, which is very impressive. But sometimes we, as adults, we forget to look back on our own high school. What was going on in our own high school, and I guarantee you there weren't 300 kids taking college level courses in the high school I attended, or in Barnstable High School. So in terms of rigor that's going on in our community, that's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. Obviously, there's ups and downs depending on lots of different things, but that's really impressive, and it's a testament to a lot of work that's being done now, but also work that has been done over the past half dozen or 10 years by previous administrators and teachers.
For any mathematicians out there, if you believe that you can poke holes into how MCAS is handled, we all agree with you. It doesn't take a lot of statistics courses to start scratching your head, or as my mathematician friends in the district say, make their brains ache. But there is a lot of good things going on. There's a continuous improvement going on. And I'm going to put both of our directors on the spot. If there's one or two things you would like to sort of highlight, what are the things you want to hang your hat on about your areas of expertise and what the scores are telling you about math and ELA in this district? What would you like to leave the school committee with and the community with? What are the highlights for you?
I would say when you look at the aggregate for Barnstable High School, which includes the 8th and 10th grade scores, that we were at the target. So when you look at the school as a whole, and I think that's great. And if you look at our 8th grade scores as compared to last year, there was tremendous improvement in those 8th grade scores, which helped us, to reach that goal. So when you look at as a whole, how are the students at Barnstable High School performing on MCAS? I think you can easily say, for ELA, they're doing what they need to do to get the job done.
And I think for math, if you look across the district, there is growth happening in math, whether it's at BWB or High West, whether it's at the intermediate school or at the high school. And again, it depends on the lens in which you look through. Is it student growth? Is it actual performance? But I think what I truly believe is that the math curriculum for Barnstable Public Schools has been built from the ground up, from K all the way to 12. And for anyone that thinks about leaving the district and coming back later, you're missing a big chunk, and you're losing that cohesiveness and continuity, and that's our strength, is our curriculum and the development throughout all grade levels.
Dr. Schakowsky also talked about issues revolving around recruitment, retention, and engagement strategies for students. She highlighted the student-created video designed to market Barnstable schools.
This is an example of a video that was put together by some of our students, and it's something that we want to begin to put out to the community, put out to the public, put out to the television stations, commercials, TVs, around why is it important that students come to Barnstable Public Schools. So with that, I'm going to have Marie run this short video clip.
When I grow up, I want to be an effective communicator.
When I grow up, I want to take initiative. When I grow up, I want to celebrate diversity.
When I grow up, I want to advocate for sustainability.
I want to be able to construct and deconstruct media messages.
When I grow up, I want to be a team player.
No matter what our students want to be when they grow up, Barnstable Public Schools teaches them the 21st century learning skills necessary to get them there. Every day, Barnstable students are learning in an innovative environment, preparing them for the road that lies ahead.
When I grow up, I want to utilize digital technologies.
I want to exercise my creativity.
I want to be a lifelong learner. When I grow up, I want to be a proponent of change.
You belong in Barnstable.
You belong in Barnstable. You belong in Barnstable.
You belong in Barnstable.
The road to success starts right here in the 7 villages. Barnstable Public Schools.
You belong in Barnstable!
So that is a short clip of what we're trying to put together in B2B TV, and some of our students and put this together, and we're looking to put it out to the public and to the community as a means of engaging parents and families of why Barnstable Public Schools is a school district that they ought to send their child to.
The committee also began discussions on the fiscal 2013 budget process. You can watch the full meeting online at town.barnstable.ma.us. The school committee meets next on November 15th. With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin.